Hi everyone! I've gotten some requests to show a bit more behind the scenes of my process and give some more tutorials. So today I'm going to give you some more insight on how I make my group's albums. First I start by selecting the albums I want to recolor online. My favorite CC creator who has a huge stock of albums they made is Cherry On Kpop. Huge thank you to Cherry On Kpop, as this wouldn't be possible without you. The link to their Patreon is in the description. As I pick the albums, I take note of the album version and the file name so I can list it for download later. Usually version 01 is the standing version of the album. As I take note, I also sketch ideas on what I want the album to look like and the different concepts and photos I want to include. Once I have the album CC files I want to recolor, I put them into Sims 4 Studio. There is a tutorial listed in the description that will show you how to put files into Sims 4 Studio. Once I have the files in the program, I open Sims 4 Studio and select Object and underneath, Standard Recolor. That will take you to a selection of everything you can recolor in the game. To recolor CC, you will go to Content and select Custom. From there you can select the file you want to recolor and press Next. You can only recolor one at a time. Then you can name the recolored CC file something related to the album you're designing and save it in a folder you'll be able to get to again. Once that loads, you will be able to edit the album. From there I choose the name of the album. Usually, my name, artist name, album detail, and then the item you are recoloring. Then I go into the texture section and export the texture of the CC. I usually save that in a special folder for textures and name it 1. I'll open the saved image into whatever PNG/JPEG editing software you use. I use Adobe Photoshop and Paint.net at the moment, but I used to exclusively use Paint.net, which is free for Windows users. For example, I made these recolors using only Paint.net. Once you open the texture image, you'll see different surfaces of the album laid flat. There is a front and a back, and multiple spines, as well as color across the image for other surfaces as well. From there you can get to designing. I loosely reference my sketch from before to design the front. As I design the texture, I repeatedly save the image and upload it to Sims 4 Studio to see how different things I add look on the album. Sometimes the textures don't match up completely and you will have to adjust several times to get the look you want. When making the texture, you may have to stretch and manipulate the images you want on your album to show up on the album properly, like I did here with this version of Supernova Ant Jams. You can use the color selection to pick a color for any swatches you have. You can also change any final details about your recolored CC, like the price or any categories you want it to show up as in-game. You can add more swatches to be different versions of the album, like I did here with STSN's member version of Jams. Then I save the file and repeat the process for however many albums I make and their inclusions. Once you complete your recolors, you can add the recolor album file and the original file into your game. You need both files in your game in order for the recolor to work. Then you can place them and enjoy. Although for me, the process is not done yet. I place everything in the collection in front of a solid color background and a well-lit room and begin the photo shoot. I usually size up the photo cards for ease. Once I get them into my game, I take photos of the albums for promo. Then I take the images into an editing program and begin making the album details photo. While I make albums and the details page, I reference a lot of real albums in K-pop. It's really helpful for ideas. References in general are very helpful in this entire process.